Good morning, dear students. Today we are going to learn about right against exploitation. We know that this is or the right against exploitation is another feature of our constitution, and we have already learned about right to equality. And see what is right against exploitation. We know that many people are not at all bothered about this right, means right against exploitation. So what is happening? They are, or the people, those who don't know the right against exploitation are being exploited by others. Means people who are poor or do not know their rights are often exploited by others. And poverty, let us see the example, forces many people including children to work many hours a day. Means they are not at all bothered about, especially the children, they are not at all bothered about these rights. And what is happening? Others are exploiting them, the children. We know that we can see in our surroundings also many children are working in the hotels or in the fields. So many places they are working, that also sometimes without any wage or sometimes without very less earning they are getting. Means the owners are giving very less amount of money. Means in other words we can say that they are exploited by the others because they don't know their rights and all. Means without knowing anything they are working under others. Means anyway they have to fill their stomach, so they are working in such a way. And some forms of exploitation have been declared as illegal. Means for example beggary, the system of beggary or bonded labor. What is this one? Means which involves, or this beggary or the bonded labor involves making people working without wages to repay the loans. They might have taken the loans from the owners, so they were or they are forced to work without any wage. Why they have to work in such a way? Because they have to repay the loans. So without expecting any wage or anything in return, they are simply working for the purpose of repaying the loans. And see, employing children aged below 40 in mines and factories are, and making them to do the dangerous jobs have been declared illegal. Means many children also may not be knowing all these things, then also so they are forced to work in such a pagative condition also. Means however to prevent, anyway they should be aware of such rights. However to prevent being exploited such or prevent being exploited, people must be aware of their rights, or all should be aware of their rights. Then only they may be saving from the exploitation of others. Means everybody should be aware of the right against exploitation. Those who don't know these rights, what is happening? Means they are being exploited by others, or poor people are being exploited by the rich people, and they are forced or compelled to work in mines or in factories or in land fields. Everywhere they are compelled to work without any wage or sometimes with less wage on the purpose of repaying their loans. And see, right to freedom of religion. We know that this is another feature of our constitution. Means we have to choose, or we have the freedom to choose our own religion. In our India, or in our constitution, it is clearly mentioned. So it is another feature of our constitution, and it is clearly mentioned that every citizen, whoever may be, has the right to choose his own religion. nobody has the right to compel or force any other to tell you have to choose this religion or you have to choose that religion. No, nobody has the right to choose, compel anybody. And see, everyone is free to practice, profess and preach the religion of his or her choice. The same point I have told now means everybody has the right to preach about his or her religion and choose his or her religion. And see, and we know that ours is a secular country and has no state religion, means we have no state religion, or at the center we have no means religion. Nobody has the right to choose. You have to your right to say you have to follow this religion or you have to choose that religion. And the government and the law treat all religions equal. The government is not at all giving any preference to any of the religions. What the government or the authorities are treating all the religions equally, or no religion is getting any preference from the government, means no special preference is given. And religious groups also have the freedom to set up and run their own educational institutions. Also means it is the right of the religious groups to form their own associations or to form their own educational institutions. Also sometimes government also is giving aids for such institutions also. Means it means that nobody, or it is our choice, or it is the choice of the citizens to choose the religion whatever he or hers, whatever may be the religion. Everybody is getting equal preference. Nobody or no religion is getting any preference. So it is said that ours is a secular country, means right against exploitation and right to freedom of religion. Right against exploitation, we should be aware of our rights against this type of exploitation. And next, right to freedom of religion means we have the right to choose our own religion. These are two features of our constitution. The remaining we can learn in the next class. Thank you.